Hi guys, Aussie Villa and welcome to episode 113 of Raise the Holte, our bid for world domination with Aston Villa. And today it is absolutely huge because we need 1 point, or we need Manchester United to drop 1 point in the first game here. We go to Anfield and we will be Premier League champions for the third time in a row. And then we host them again in the Champions League semi-final. We need to overturn our 2-1 defeat in the first leg. So work to do, definitely work to do, but it is also very, very doable, isn't it? Now let's have a quick reminder of the league table before we get into this first league game. And you can see we are 6 points clear with 2 games to go. We don't quite have the goal difference, which is why we can't quite crown ourselves champions yet. But, as I said, we only need a point. So let's have a look at this opening game, and this is what we're expecting. Now, all the games kicking off at the same time. Manchester United are hosting Everton. Now, Everton's 5th. It's not going to be the easiest game for them, but they are at home, so you would expect them to take something from it. We are the favourites, despite the fact we're going to Anfield. Liverpool are struggling down there in 8th, but we saw last game, didn't we, that they are still a good team and they're still very capable of beating us. So just a reminder, they have an interim manager, so we know what to expect because we played them last time, but inexperienced manager perhaps. Balanced and standard playing mentality and style. Analysis report doesn't really tell us too much, but we don't really need it because we literally played them last game. This is the team we're sending out. Now, we are obviously favouring the Champions League because we only need a point, and after this, the last game of the year for us is at home to Blackburn, so we should be able to take what we need in that game should we lose this one. So it's Gaz Mosley in goal. It's Darley, AR, Chambers and Fiorini as a back four. It's Tonali and Grealish in midfield. It's Nick Roberts, Almeida and Marin. It's Brian Carlos up top. We're going to go with this formation, and if it works, which I think it might, then we'll go with this again in the second game. So here we go, we're matching up formations with them. I'm glad they're putting out a strong team because we want them to be absolutely tired out after this game if we can, and then we can rotate and hopefully get the job done at home. Stig says do it for the fans. What do we want to say to this? Do we want to pile on the misery? Let's pile on the misery. Let's go with some calm, we have faith. I was going to go with some passionate, we have faith, but we'll keep it calm and we'll get out there. And let's go. Now, of course, they will, I'm imagining they'll be out Kieran Tierney, who got injured, of course, last episode, if you remember. Gedson, whatever his name is, will be suspended for the Champions League. I'm assuming that the injury for Tierney will take him out of that as well. So they are going to be a little bit weakened anyway for that. Here goes Nick Roberts. Fiorini, it's a decent-looking cross in, but Gomez cuts that out. A couple of minutes in here, so this is a proper highlight. Salah back to Duarte. What is going to happen here? Novak. Can we get it? Oh, the cross has come in. It's headed away by Chambers. Grealish, again, completes the clearance, kind of. Fernandez is there. Of course, he'll be watching the second leg, as I said, having got sent off late on in the first leg. Duarte! Oh, it's a good save from Gaz. It's a stunning save from Gaz, actually. Let's maybe just give it a get creative here, see if we can get ourselves in this game. We've had more of the ball. Haven't really done much with it, though. Ball comes in there. It's headed away by Chambers. Instantly here, Salah with a good turn. It's off the post, and we've got away with one there. We're missing the DM, aren't we? We're really missing having a DM in there. We'll try compacting up the lines and see if that makes a difference at all. Yeah. It's going to be a difficult balancing out this second leg because obviously we need to win. We need to score, but we do need to try and keep them out as well. Otherwise, if they cancel out our away goal, just starts to get a little bit tricky for us. Manchester United have taken the lead there against Everton. Nick Roberts has done really well there. He finds Almeida. What can Almeida do? He finds Marin. Marin turns into some space. Oh, it's a good effort from Marin. It's a decent save from Becker as well. Oh, that was unlucky. Oh, his highlights continuing. Fiorini, that's a poor header though. That's a really, really poor header. He had time and space there and he's headed it straight to a Liverpool player and we find ourselves on the back foot again here. Come on, boys. Keep your shape. Getson for Novak, for Rocker, who of course was good against us last time. I tell you what is that? What is that from Fiorini? He's had a couple of brain explosions there in a space of about 30 seconds. Alright, Gaz, what's he got for us? He plays it across there for AR. United's 2-0 up, so they're unlikely to drop points in this particular game. So we'd rather it didn't go down to the last day. Dali for Marin. Marin dinks across out. It's straight to Becker. It's not the best cross. And are we just feeling a little bit of pressure here, I wonder? Ball there for Fiorini. That's a better header, mate. There you go. He's just warming into the task. Nick Roberts turns. It's a horrible pass. It's a horrible pass. Dali bails him out, though, reading that like a book. Here goes AR for Grealish. Grealish, that's a good-looking pass. Is it? Roberts is going to get onto that. Can he square it? Can he find a teammate? It's Marin. It's 1-0. There it is. That's huge. Absolutely huge. 15th goal of the year for Antonio Marin. And Nick Roberts has done really, really well there. Really, really well. Just for a moment, I thought he was going to let it run out of play. But he's like, oh, wait a minute. I'm actually quite quick. I could probably get to this. Whoa, brought it down nicely. Killed it dead. And Marin in at the back post. 15th goal of the year for him. Excellent, excellent stuff. 1-0. That is, as things stand, the league title coming back to Villa Park for a third year. All right, here we go. Is that going to give us a little bit of confidence now? Oh, you can see what was happening there, and Grealish just couldn't quite find him. Robertson breaks away. United was 3-0 up if you missed that, the score update coming in. Salah for Duarte. Oh, he's laid a nice ball out there for the fullback getting forward. Ball in. It's across the face of goal. They're making us work for this, aren't they? They look quite good, and this makes me... The worst thing about this is that it really makes me worried for the second leg of this semi-final we have coming up. Nick Roberts crosses it in again for Marin. Oh, it's across the face of goal. And Nick Roberts is still there. He's kept that in. He's kept it in. He's kept it alive. Fiorini, it's still there for Nick Roberts. Is everywhere. There's 3 of them on the field, surely. Marin, no. Grealish, can he bring it down? Grealish. Oh, it's a good tackle. Dali will retrieve it. Tries again. Oh, it's pinballs. It's bouncing everywhere. But... Liverpool will now have a chance to clear, and are they going to come up the other end here? Rocker cuts inside of, I think that's AR. It's a good ball. It's Duarte. It's a goal. Oh, it was end-to-end stuff. Mariano Duarte, 5th goal of the year for him, and we need to be a little bit better than that, please, boys. Did we have too many men forward, perhaps? We had enough men back. We really should have been able to salvage that. Duarte, it's a good touch, and it's a good finish as well. But definitely hit on the break there, and maybe we should have looked to sit the fullbacks back ever so slightly, having taken the lead. Brian Carlos isn't having his best game. Neither is Thiago Almeida, but he's so hit and miss lately. I don't know what's happened to our Thiago. He's been unlucky. We've been the better team. We haven't really been any of those things. Let's go with... It's an important match for us, so make sure you give the fans a good performance. Maybe you say that with a bit of passion. No, we'll say it calmly. Give the fans a good performance. We'll say some calm. We have faith that they can go out there and do it. I'm not going to badmouth anybody. I'm going to try and build confidence here. 1-1 as it stands. Don't get me wrong. It's still enough. As things stand, we are still champions. But we haven't... Well, we've looked okay in patches, but we haven't really looked like we know how to defend either. Which is, needless to say, worrying. Alright, come on, boys. Come on. Heads on here. Salah crosses it in. It was a bullet header from Van Dijk, and we might now, 51 seconds into this second half, need to look to change things. We'll look to counter press. We'll take it off, exploit the flanks perhaps. We'll lower the tempo down. We'll see if that makes any sort of difference, but otherwise, yeah. I mean, Liverpool, you do realise you're keeping United in the title race here. It was a decent save from Gaz first time around, but no one reacted. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's a header. Are we going to win that with Fiorini? We do. It's Grealish for Tonali. He's got a little bit of space there. He takes his time, though. He plays it out for Dali. For Marin! Oh, it's off the crossbar, was it? We might need to look at sitting our fullbacks here, because if they're going to go up the other end again, Dali's quick. He can get back. It's a good tackle as well. We do need goals though now, don't we? All right. How can we change things here? What has happened to Thiago Almeida? What can we do? What can we do to change things here? Do we look to change back the formation? Rocker turns too much space. We've got away with that as well. All right, we need to change things. Scully for Carlos. Turpy, I get. Turpy for Almeida, and then we can stick Grealish forward. There we go, that works. Okay. Let's give it a get creative here when we can. And yeah, do we look to exploit the flanks? Exploit the middle, perhaps, I wonder? No, we won't do anything. Maybe we don't work it into the box. Maybe that's something we can look to do here. Tonali hasn't had a great game either. We just haven't had a particularly good game, have we? And this, as I said, going into the Champions League is quite worrying. We need. I mean, it's not the first choice team, so that's something we can kind of cling to. But we've looked second best for the majority of this game. Naby Keita. The only thing, Woodburn, it's a good save by Gaz. The one thing we can the only thing really we can cling to. Here's a good chance if we can get onto that with Grealish. Grealish, an early ball. It's not what was needed though. The only thing we can maybe cling to is that if they've played their full strength team, which it looks for the most part as though they have, they might be a little tired coming into the Champions League, whereas we have rotated. We have fresh legs to bring on. We'll try show some passion. We'll go very attacking. We need a goal here, or else the league title's going down to the final day. Come on. Come on, boys. Come on. We've got 4 minutes. This is going to be a proper highlight. Turpey wins it. Naby Keita picks it up. He shoots. That's going nowhere near the goal. And was that the highlight? That was honestly what we came back for. Well done, game. This looks as though it's going to be it, though. Alexander-Arnold comes off the bench late on. I'm not quite sure why you would do that. I'm assuming they were resting him for the Champions League. But yeah, back-to-back games now. We're playing Liverpool 3 games in a row, and we've lost the first 2 of them. And that was a very good save from Gas Mosley. A very poor finish as well. The one thing is, at least, we're consistent. Twice we've gone ahead, and twice we've lost 2-1. So, yeah, there's concerning signs there. Can we pick something up late here? Can Roberts get a ball into the box? Oh, it's referee. Come on, we were running in on that. That was a good chance for Marin. But there it is. We do not get the job done yet again. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased with that. And yeah, with United winning their game, we can see that there's 3 points. They have the goal difference. We have to get a point against Blackburn, or else we're done. We're not going to win the league, unless they, of course, United drop points. But exciting. It's down to the final day. But guys, we are focused on the Champions League now. Wait right there. We'll be back. Can we make a second final? Okay, welcome back. It is time for the semi-final second leg. You can see Manchester United coasted past Borussia Dortmund 4-0 on aggregate. So it is for the right to face a friggin' Jose Mourinho team in the final, which I don't really like the prospect of. But let's get there first. You can see Liverpool are the favourites for this one. Given they've beaten us 2 games in a row, that's probably fair, to be honest, which is annoying, but probably fair. We know all this. We've literally just seen it. I'll just quickly run. This is how they played against us last time. You can see the heat map there. Maybe we should be looking to play through the middle of them a little bit more, but we're not necessarily expecting them to play this way this time. I think we're expecting them more, and we can't really. But remember how they played against us in the first leg, so the 2 banks of 4-1-1. So that's what we're expecting from them. So that being the case, we are going to stick with this formation. We can change it if we need to, but this is where we're going to stick with it. And a little bit of disappointing news on the eve of the game. Our Rodrigo defender is out. He's going to miss this one. He's out for about a week. So that's really disappointing, but we'll have to make do without him. So this is the team. It's Gaz Mosley in goal. It's Nepo, Thor, Forster and Kosic as a back 4. It is Leroy and Silla in midfield. It's Rashid, Enrique and Rodrigo with Labadovic up top. So they do indeed go back to sort of, I guess, a European formation. Yeah, so we'll see how we go here. We do have options on the bench. I've tried to give us both attacking and defending options depending on the game scenario. To ask them to take revenge. I don't like taking revenge. They've won 4 of their last 5. If we're at their best, we can deny them here. All right, let's go with that. Let's deny them. Let's go with it. It's not quite revenge, but it's not far off. Yeah, I'm getting nervous. We need a big game from our big players here, don't we? Rodrigo needs to stand up. Leroy and Silla need to control midfield for us. We need Forster to sort of rally the back of the defence for us as well. If Rashid can get some goals, that'd be good. We know the Lab can pop up with a goal here and there as well. Let's give it a get creative. We need at least 1 goal. We need to get back even on aggregate and then go from there. So here goes Kosic. Infield there for Leroy. What's he going to do? Crossfield ball for Nepo in space. Nepo gets the cross in. It's Rashid. It's just not quite there. And Rashid is going to lose out. And now we have men up the field. That's okay. Forster's there. Calm as houses. There you go. Come on. Safe as houses is actually the saying, isn't it? Not calm as houses. There we go. Nepo. What is that? What is that touch, Nepo? What is that touch? Oh, I thought it was going to be our highlight, and suddenly we're going back the other way, and it's going to... Oh, Silla's nicked that. Well done, Alpha Silla. It's Rodrigo. It's Rodrigo! It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible from Rodrigo. What is that? Settle down here, please, boys. Settle down. Let's give it a concentrate on the back of seeing that. That we're looking anxious. Let's give it a calm down, perhaps. Away. Oh, Jesus. How did that stay out? If they score, we need 2 just to get back level, and then we are in some serious trouble. Concentrate, boys. Concentrate. It's away by Forster. It's still there. The Lab hacks it, clearing it. Why are you disinterested by me telling you to calm down? Honestly, sometimes this game does my head in. We're looking anxious. We're looking nervous. It's not what we need. We need a goal. We need to relax into this game, please, boys. Come on. We're doing okay. We're dominating possession. We've had our fair share of chances. We need to take one, don't we? We've already seen they were so close to destroying us. Let's take it off exploit flanks. That's not really working. Enrique and Lab haven't been in the game, have they? What do we say? I'm not really happy with it, but I don't know if yelling at them's going to help. We're looking anxious and nervous, so we need to be calm, don't we? We need to be calm. I haven't done with that for a long time. Let's put a display on for the media. Thor is on a booking. He kind of got roped into this game a little bit. I wasn't particularly wanting him to play, but, you know, here we are. Let's go. Not good enough for these guys that need to improve. We didn't say that last game, and I just wonder if that's why we didn't quite kick on in the second half. Sometimes people need to know they're not playing well. We had moments at the start, didn't we? We started strongly, and then we just kind of faded out of the game. Hopefully we've done enough there, or else we're 45 minutes away here, guys. You need at least a goal, and we need to keep a clean sheet. Van der Heide here. It's a good tackle from Alpha Silla. Silla's had a decent game, hasn't he? Let's push forward. Let's try that. We're looking anxious. Why are we looking anxious, guys? Rashid is looking anxious. We need to go attacking. We need a goal. Let's get creative. Something needs to change here because it's not working. What can we do? We're not creating anything. Do we raise the tempo or do we lower the tempo right down? Let's try raising the tempo. Here we go, from the corner. We need something to settle us down. It's Silla. It's, oh, the Lab! Labagovic gets us ahead on aggregate on away goals. And that is absolutely massive. Alpha Silla cracking ball in. 16th goal of the year for the Lab. We'll tell them to concentrate now. And do we look to put in a DM? It's a stunning header, isn't it? It's a really good header from Lab. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we need to... Let's be more disciplined now going forward, please, boys. And the other thing we might look to do is... I wonder if we sit these fullbacks, put them back to support. We don't need Kosic and Nepo bombing forward now. As things stand, we're going through. We haven't played well this game, though, have we? We really, really have struggled. But other than that one chance that they had where they rattled the crossbar, we haven't seen much from them either. Okay, let's start and close this thing down a little bit. We've got Tonelli on the bench. Enrique hasn't really covered himself in glory, so let's take him off. Tonelli can go back in here. We'll play Leroy as... We'll send him box to box. We need Lab to just hold things up there for us. Is there anything else we want to change here? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. We do have Messi as an option. I'm wondering late on here for Lab just to hold the ball up for us. Tonelli wins that header. Oh, this is so nervy. It's so nervy. There's too much space in there. Oh, Jesus. That was a little bit too close to my personal taste. Let's bring Messi on to hold the ball up for us. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go back into team instructions here. And now let's really close this thing down. Let's close it down. Playing for set pieces with Messi is probably a good thing as well. Let's close those lines up. Because we know he's got a good set piece delivery on him. Let's go defensive. We're 30 seconds away. There's enough time here. It's Messi. He loses out. Come on, boys. Come on. Concentrate. Don't do... This would be absolutely heartbreaking, wouldn't it? Nepo's won that header. All right, Rodrigo played up for Messi. Keep the ball, mate. Protect it. It's your unborn child. It's Rashid. It's a long ball out. There's 15 seconds to go. This should be it. Oh, we've kicked and screamed ourselves all the way into the final. There it is, boys. We're going back to a second final. We're going to defend our title against Jose Mourinho and his disgusting football in his Manchester United team. It wasn't good, but it was there. It was enough. Labadovic is the hero. He's been such a good player for us for so long. We're going to the Luzhniki Stadium. That's in the Ukraine, I think, isn't it? Or is it Russia? It's over there somewhere. It's a long flight for us all. That's all we need to know. So we'll be back next time, and it's going to be a massive episode. It may be a long one as well, with all the end-of-season awards and that sort of stuff, but we could lift 2 trophies next episode. We're at home to Blackburn in the Premier League. We only need a point, and then it's the Champions League final. A neutral venue, obviously. It's the Luzhniki Stadium against Jose Mourinho and his Manchester United team. That is going to be absolutely massive. That's all for next time, guys. So until then, if you have enjoyed this episode, it wasn't great, as I said, but we almost got the job done. We got the job done in the Champions League. We stumbled a little bit in the league. But if you have enjoyed that, do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time for hopefully a Premier League and Champions League double. Take care.